Monotasking is never going to be anymore. So if you're a very single-minded person, focus on one thing, very monotask oriented, it's going to take you much, much longer time in order to reach where you want to reach. The message that you should focus on one thing at a time is actually overrated. If somebody is telling you keep focusing on one thing, I think they are giving you very unrealistic advice. Today's world is very chaotic. There's a lot of noise around there. Very difficult to focus on one thing for a longer time. Multitasking in corporate world is going to be a reality. You're going to be posed with too many things to do in a day. But then if you go linearly, your success will be delayed. You have to be able to do multitasking. But there is a little misconception about multitasking. Multitasking does not mean many tasks at the same time. That's impossible. Brain cannot focus on many tasks at the same time. Multitasking means how you switch from one task to another task flexibly without compromising on the quality. Example of microprocessor. Many of you are engineers and you know how microprocessor works. Microprocessor seems like doing 10, 20 things at the same time. But in reality, at the back end, microprocessor does not do all things simultaneously. What it does is preemptive scheduling. It starts a thread, run it for some time, pause it, and remembers where it paused. And then it goes on to the another thread. Start that thread, do some work, pause it. It may switch to another thread. So what you need to understand is make a bigger goal, then split that bigger goal into smaller goals. And for each goal, start a thread. But remember where you pause each thread. You need to remember where you left the last task. You need to have a mechanism to capture that I was doing these 7 tasks. Last task I paused here. And then you can keep switching between those tasks seamlessly. Someday you're going to find some time. Do a little bit more for the another thread. Do a little bit more for the another thread. Probably you're going to need to focus 30 minutes to 3 hours a day, not more than that. But some point of time in future, what's going to happen is one after the another, all these threads will start getting completed. And you will come across one of the most productive guys out there. One of the principle of speed is how do you use multiple threads at the same time in order to be able to accomplish more in the same time. Here's one thing you can do. I advocate you open up multiple channels, multitask, but don't do too many tasks at the same time, one after the other. Just keep switching.